Greetings, teachers. Today we're going to populate our glossary documents. We're going to include four things: the words, the definitions, the images, and the pronunciation guides. The first item, we have a list waiting for you. It is right here. It is linked in the glossary guidance document. You can access it, and when you open it, it will give you access to all English and Spanish words for pre-K through 8th grade. It also tells you how many words are in there. Only pre-K is English only. Right now, we're going to work with the 11 words for kindergarten's first unit. When we open it, we see all the words are in here, along with their definitions, along with the translations. So let's go ahead and begin with the first one. We're going to put them in the document which we just created. In this document that we just created, we're also going to start changing the parts. So this is unit kindergarten unit called Needs of Plants and Animals. And this is grade kindergarten science unit. Again, the name is Needs of Plants. Change again the unit here on the second page. We go into the drawing, change it to 1, save and close. Let's change. And the last spot that we're going to change is in the footer. We're going to change the name here to reflect what we've been working on. Needs of plants and animals. Our words will be included in two places. The first one is kind of like an index. In here, after we bring all the words in from our list, from our master glossary, all 11 words, we will bring them out here and put them in alphabetical order. All right, so now that we have all our words in here, all 11 words are in alphabetical order, we can go ahead and start putting them down here now. So our first word is compare. And we also have a definition for it, which is to notice how two or more things are alike and different. So we are going to copy this, whether you do it through the edit function or right clicking if you have a mouse, or if you have a Mac, would be Control C, and then we just bring the definition over to its place. Right. So now that we have copied the definition from the master glossary, now we're going to bring it in here. We're going to go edit, paste without formatting, because we want it to stay as simple as possible. Notice that under the word compare, there's a sounds like part. This is for the pronunciation guide, which is coming up soon. When you're working with the definition, sometimes you will disagree with the definition. You might think it's cognitively too challenging for students or too simple for students. Now we have the word, we have the definition, we need the illustration. For the illustration, we have prepared for you some 3 options, because we don't want to get into trouble with copyright. We have 3 places from which you can choose to export the images. The first one is a Creative Commons in your search engine. The second one is CPS's Image Quest. And the third one is iStock Photo, for which I will give you a login. And again, everything is in the glossary's guidance document. In the first one, we are going to type in our word in the search engine. We're going to go to images, and I am using Google for this one. Once the images are loaded, I go to this tools button under the magnifying glass. The tools gives me the usage right, and I'm going to choose Creative Commons licenses. We do this because these are free and we don't have to worry about copyright. The second option is through Chicago Public Schools library system. This system is free for all of us that work in CPS and their students. It's great bandit. And in grades 3, 5, and 6, 8 in high school, there's Image Quest. Image Quest is through Britannica. So in here, you can also, again, images. These images you can use. So again, we're choosing the best one for our students. My stock photos. For this one, we do need to sign in. The username and password has been provided for you. Just do a quick search and it'll give you images. Now, the hard part with the images is choosing the correct one that is appropriate for that grade, that is appropriate, and it's going to follow along, right? So maybe do a clip art for the little ones for case like a pre-K to second, or maybe do something more serious or something that incorporates the makeup of the students that we see in front of us. And the last part is the pronunciation guide. Now I go back to Google search engine and I'm going to type pronunciation and then the word that I'm looking for, which in this case is compare. It's going to give me the American pronunciation or British pronunciation. I can hear it when I press
compare,
it. It'll tell me how the lips move. I can put it in
compare,
faster or slower rate and I can practice. But as of right now,
compare,
what I want is the syllabic information, which we are going to highlight and copy. We take it back to our glossary and we put it down here. Again, edit, paste without formatting, or Control Shift and the V. For some reason, it comes off as parts. I want to put it all back together so that all the syllable parts are there. And that is how we get our words, our definitions, our illustrations, and our pronunciation guides.